Visit ccgcastle.com and get 5% discount on your purchase with TCG Center 5 code. Check video description or visit CCG Castle for more.
Well. There's a new Honchkrow GX, Unfair GX Pokemon that can simply strike your hand, pretty much discard all of the cards from your hand in just one single turn, which is just simply unfair. How to do that? Well, in theoretically it's not easy to do it. But in theory, it's possible, but you need a lot of combination cards like, let's say, Marshadow Let Loose, and then, let's say, something like Team Skull Grunt, and your opponent needs to have 2 energies in his hand, and then you can move 2 energies from his hand, and then with the Unfair GX, you can remove other 2 cards from his hand, and then just simply put him down to 0 cards. Ruler of the Night. As long as this Pokemon is your active Pokemon, your opponent can't play any Pokemon Tool, Special Energy, or Stadium cards from their hand, which is also very strong attack. Then Feeder Storm. 1 Darkness, 2 Colors Energies, 90. This attack does 30 damage to 2 of your opponents, Banshee GX and Pokemon EX. Don't apply weakness and resistance. I already mentioned that Unfair GX. Resistance minus 20 to fightings. Weakness, unfortunately, on the lightings. 2 retreat cost, which is a fair amount of the retreat for such a big bird. Some other cards we're going to find in this deck list: 1 copy of Hoopa for the backup attack, 1 copy of Ditto because it can evolve pretty much into Mismagius or maybe into Honchkrow if it's necessary, 2 copies of Marshadow, 1 Dedenne GX, and 2 copies of Tapu Lele featuring also that new with the bench barrier that can simply prevent the damage down to our bench. Moving on to these setup cards. 2 copies of Nazball, 4 copies of Ultra Ball, and then 2 copies of Duskstone, so we could search a deck for the Mismagius, Honchkrow, Chandler, or Aegislash, including Pokemon GX, so we can also use Pokemon GXs as well, that evolves from one of our Pokemons in play, then put it on that Pokemon and evolve. So we can theoretically evolve turn 1 to the Honchkrow, and then we can turn 1 use Unfair GX if we want. We can also turn 1 evolve into Mismagius and start using that Mystery's Message, and then we can use Tensor Strategy in order to get some extra power from supporters. 1 copy of Pulphead and Rescue Stretcher in this deck list as well. Stadium, 1 Black Market, 1 Devourfield, and that's pretty much it. 2 copies of Choice Band for extra damage. No switch option trainer cards. Speaking about item cards, but there are actually 2 Tantalizes, which are going to serve us as a switch or draw support, as well as 2 Cynthias and 4 copies of Lily. In addition to that, 1 Ace Roller for the Scoop Play, 2 Guzmas, 2 copies of Plumeria, and 1 copy of Team Skull Grunt, featuring 3 copies of Tensor Strategy, and 10 energies, 4 DCE, and 6 Darkness energies. And this is the deck list that I'm going to use in today's video, so stay tuned until the end of the video, so you can actually witness epic battle that I did. So yeah, see you in the game. Okay, so there's no basic Pokemon, meaning that I need to refresh my hand and my opponent have opportunity to draw 1 extra card. Oof, this looks really bad. Starting with the Let Loose Marshadow. Okay. Alright. And there's a Psychic Deoxys on the other side of the field. Yeah. Really not good start. But hey, it could be even worse. So I'm not gonna try to complain too much. Melamar, Deoxys, and it could be Giratina. So luckily I don't have resistance. And luckily there is a Shrine of Punishment, so I really don't like that. I don't like that at all. So this might be Ultra Ball, and this might be Tapu Lele for Lily for 7. Actually just for the Tapu Koko, so some sort of the damage. Better he have Lily or Cynthia or whatever draw support in his hand. Yeah. High 5 for my opponent, Lily for 8. Another Inkay, perfect. Triple Inkay already in play, and what I'm gonna do, just play Cynthia and cry? Yeah, probably. Alright, not that bad, right? Right. Psychic, this attack does 20 times the amount of energies attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. So 60 minus 20 further. Oh, I don't have resistance. I don't know why I always thought that I have resistance. I'm flying Pokemon, so yeah, the flying darkness Pokemons have minus 22 fightings, not to the Psychics. Energy to Tapu Koko. Will this be a switch into one Fly Flip? Potentially it could be. Potentially it could be. Still he can Cynthia. And maybe find even more Melamars. Yeah, that Cynthia was pretty bad. I started with the Marshadow. I couldn't let loose. I didn't have Ultra Ball. And that turn 1 was just complete disaster for me. I will need to reset, refuel the deck, and try to do something. In a couple following turns, this has looked pretty bad. I don't want to put my Honchkrow in play because if I do that, Shrine of Punishment will just knock them out. So I'm not in a position to do that. And there's one Psychic Recharge. And this bad boy will become even more stronger with that Power Blast. Lily for just 1. And what I top deck Guzma. Well, not the worst thing in the world to top deck Guzma. At least my GX is not that bad. Yeah, definitely Shrine of Punishment will go out of the play. And also that Guzma. Okay. Discarded Guzma and Shrine, which is not bad at all because I can maybe at least win the Stadium War in the late game with the Fighting Energies, have a slight advantage over my opponent. So there's the Ultra Ball. And this is another Melamar. So at least I know that if he didn't top deck something good, he won't be able to retreat his Melamar, which means that potentially I can use Feather Storm and knock that Melamar out. But I know that he also has Marshadow with the Let Loose sitting in his hand. So he might just decide to go with the Let Loose, and he will. So that can potentially help me out to get 4 new cards, maybe even support a card. Maybe even Ace Roller, for example. Damn it, there is a Guzma. Alright. At least I have Ace Roll already. And not 1 but 2 let loose cards in my hand. So I definitely need to put another Honchkrow in play. And I will let loose my opponent as well down to 4. There's the Waterfield. I'm still short for 10. What can I do? Alright, Feather Storm for 100. Very close for the knockout. At least I eliminate that Stadium from play. And my opponent can go for like 120 with a Power Blast. Still, he will be short for 1 Giratina. Another Fly Flip. Alright, he decided just to go with the Fly Flip. And right now I have Black Market available, but I'm not quite sure if it's worth to put him in play. Something tells me it is not. So let's go with another Let Loose. This is actually looking pretty bad. I do have Plumeria, meaning that I can potentially throw the double Colress Energy and Tapu Lele for that Psychic Energy, and if my opponent don't have energy sitting in his hand, he might not be able to knock me out, which might be a good thing for me. And there is a Rescue Stretcher, very nice. Something tells me that he probably have energy sitting in his hand, but maybe I'm completely wrong, we shall see. There is a lot of energies already in his discard pile, so I need another Ace Roller, so I'm gonna need Pulpad for Ace Roller Scoop so badly. And also, I'm not quite sure how many shrines he play. Probably 4 of them. Because I only have one more black market available, and I really want to see him discarding my Devour Field from play. And energy attached. Okay, so he is definitely ready with the Psychic. He is definitely ready to go with the Psychic. And I'm not just sure if it's worth maybe to try to search Guzma here. Probably it's not. But even if I can search Guzma, I still don't have double course energy for the knockout potentially versus Melamar. For me, it's going to be very tough to win this matchup because the maximum damage I can output is just 100. I can one-hit knock on Melamar, that's okay, but how to deal versus the Deoxys with the 120, Giratina with the 130. Okay, with the Giratina I can deal, but... Oh, there's actually 220 damage in play, so he can move damage counters from my Honchkrow on the bench and the Marshal to the active Honchkrow and knock him out, which is not bad idea at all, actually. So when I think twice, this is not bad for me, because right now I can grab Rescue Stretcher, put myself Tapu Lele in the hand, and then just use Wonder Tech for the Tensor strategy, then throw the Lily out. Alright, let's see what we can do here. This might be very interesting. Alright, 170, 180, 190, 210. I will still have 10 damage on my Honchkrow. Honchkrow, whatever. Still the same bird flying Pokemon. 10 HP left. Alright, he will take 2 prize cards. He takes 2 prize cards. My top deck is just an Ultra Ball. Okay, ready for that. Let that Surge play. Wish I had Mew available to prevent that Tapu Koko from damage spread. Alright. I played Lily. So I can still grab myself the Dean, right? I'm correct. So do I have the Dean available? I have. Do I have double course energy? Only 2. Well. That is a very risky play. But after that I can still play one more drop supporter. So Paul Pad for Ace Rolla as well as for the Guzma. Ultra Ball. Not even sure what to say about that. I discarded a lot of resources and I'm really starting to realize that only 4 energies left and I'm desperately trying to get the double course energy in play and I managed to get it. Alright, at least something. And I'm hitting for 90. Actually for 100 because there's the water field in play, so that's okay. For the next turn, I have Black Market available. I have my Ace Roll available, which means that I can scoop the Honchkrow and attack even with the Tapu Lele. My opponent will need to retreat for sure, but he is in a much better position than I am. Like, seriously. I'm not quite sure what I can do in this matchup. I'm just out of the range for the one-hit knockout, and that's something that actually considered me a lot. Alright, so 120 with Deoxys, Power Blast, and then again, how to hit for enough damage for the knockout. It is just impossible for me to do that. So I'm gonna play Ace Rolla and I'm gonna try to deal some damage with the Tapu Lele. Literally the only available option that I have. And with this move, I can barely buy myself a turn. And if my opponent don't have energy, he can just psych for 80. And that's it. So literally, I'm just right now trying to buy some time and do something. If there's at least maybe a couple more ace rollers, maybe that would be even better. But nope, just... okay, so he will knock my Murkrow out. And I'm gonna have only one more left. Oh my gosh. That was a third Guzma, if I'm not wrong. It was a third Guzma. I'm so limited with the resources. I'm still in the range of Lieutenant Surge. I can't get Lieutenant Surge. I can get at least a Nazball. Yeah, Hoopa would be amazing there. Let's go with the Titan Liza. Let's try to refresh the hand and get something useful. For example, like a Duskstone, for example. Other than that, one energy drive should be enough for the knockout. And there we go, down to 4 prize cards. Another Tapu Lele. So right now my opponent promoted Marshadow in the front. He have Giratina available and 3 copies of Melamar on his bench. So what is the best top deck for me? Literally the best top deck for me is Lieutenant Surge Strategy. Then I'm gonna try to play Lily, and then it would be amazing if I can get... Oh no, don't tell me you're gonna have another Guzma for damage spread, because this is gonna be so painful to watch. And my Mew is just in my Discord pile. Oh no. Okay, my turn. Oh, Guzma top deck. Like, seriously? Is there something that I can still do to win this game? Well, there's just maybe, but maybe. Powering up Tapu Lele so I can one-hit something out next turn. And don't tell me I didn't play Guzma. I didn't play my Lily. I was too fast to furious. Too fast to furious. There is the energy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm hitting for 100 this Tapu Koko. That is not enough. 1, 2, 3, 4. You gotta be kidding me here. 140, so he can knock both Marshadows out with the damage spread. Still, he need a lot of resources for that. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. I need one more energy. No freaking way. Mysterious message could be a game loss. And what did I do right now? Oh my gosh, I was so out of... That was so out of control, because right now that's a GG, literally. Why did I do that? Why? Just why? I was too fast. I shouldn't do that. Why did I do that? I needed that Lieutenant Surge Guzma play. This is the biggest threat right now. But my opponent is down to 2 prize cards, right? And sooner or later he might be able to knock the Dean out. Maybe even Tapu Lele. I need Guzma, and I need it so badly. And 3 more damage for that magic swap is here. Oh, what a nice top deck. But still, how to retreat? How in the world to retreat? This might be my savior, we shall see. I literally need a miracle here. Guzma and energy. And of course I didn't get that. Of course I didn't get that. Team Skull Grant? Double Course Energy and energy. Who knows? Who knows? With that Team Skull Grant, there's still a good chance to win the game. Like, seriously, dude. This is the knockout and I'm going down to 3. And I need somehow to knock this bad boy out. So the top deck for my opponent is something. I know that he have Ultra Ball available, and if he plays Tapu Lele, he can win the game. There's a Psychic Recharge. Don't tell me he top deck Energy or Switch, because I'm gonna be very, very mad. There's just a way too many damage counters being involved in play. Triple Psychic Recharge. No Giratina in play. My turn. Alright, so we are still heavy in the game. So I'm ready with the Guzma. I'm ready when you're ready. How many Cynthias did I play? 2. How many Tantalizers did I play? 1. So time for the knockout versus Tapu Lele, and I'm down to 2 prize cards. This is so damn close. I eliminated the biggest threat right now. I'm down to 2 prize cards. I'm out of the Guzma. I'm out of the Plumeria. I'm out of the Team School Grant. Oh, did I play only 1 Guzma? Still 1 Guzma left. You gotta be kidding me. This game is still potentially winnable. Like, Marshadow. Marshadow can even use Magical Swap as well. Well. Don't tell me he have Marshadow. I can't hit for the weakness. Neither I can heal the damage with a Tapu Cure. That's a GG. Seriously, that is a GG. Because of the Marshadow, my opponent can move energies. Oh, what a dramatic finish that was. If I only have 3 prize cards left, 50, 140, 180, 230, and I can only say well played to him, but he have only 4 cards available, so maybe he don't have Guzma. Without Guzma, I can still win this game because I have Tate and Liza available. Well, why did I play the Ultra Ball? I realized during the course of the game, I did a lot of mistakes. So the game is still winnable as long as my opponent don't have double Course Energy or Guzma sitting in his deck available for the retreat. This bad boy weakened the Psychic. There's literally nothing that can one-hit knock him out for the 2 prize cards. I think he's thinking too much. Either way, you have something or you don't have something, right? That's it. Very, okay, I'm passing my turn back. I don't have nothing, literally. I mean, I can knock him out, but then he will just Magical Swap for the win. And that's it. Oh, he decided to pass us the turn. Actually, he decided to concede the game, so we win. I win impossible. I literally win versus impossible. So, trainer cards. Was there... Oh, he played 3 Guzmas. And how many energies? 4 double Course Energies. But looks like that one last double Course Energies was prized. And that's the reason why he just decided to concede the game. So, at the end... MVP Tapu Lele, that's the GG. One very, very good game at the end. And that's just insane. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Make sure to hit a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, check CCG Castle for cards if you're looking for. If you have maybe some cards to sell, you can also send the message and we might buy them out. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.